Hello everyone, I am Hasmathullah from G.K.Jain school. Today we are going to continue about the banking chapter. Okay. So we have seen in the various previous classes that what is banking. So when you have certain money and when you keep your money with someone else, you give your money to some respective institution for the purpose of depositing the money, and when there is a need you can get back the money for the purpose of satisfying the desires. That is what we call bank. Okay. And in a bank we have seen various different things, various different aspects of bank we have seen, like commercial bank, like commercial bank. What is commercial bank? When a bank that gives loan or accept deposit for the purpose of the big industries, for the purpose of merchantines person, those bank is commercial bank. They are doing work is to establish thus between that business that has the large optimum value of operation. Then we have central bank. The central bank are the one who controls the entire monetary policy in a country. And the NABARD, then we are going for the NABARD. What is NABARD? It's a very important and very essential part for any central banking part. See, it was set up in the July 1982 by an act of parliament. So, in the year of 1982, a special act was passed, and this act was done for the purpose of having the proper growth to the agriculture and rural terms. That is what this bank was created. So, this NABARD was created. Why this NABARD was created? For the purpose of having the development of agriculture field and the purpose of having the rural development. So, India is a country that mainly depends on the agriculture things, right? The crops are our main sources of income. With that only our major sources of income is generated. Thus, this NABARD was set up. This was set up in the July of 1982, and it was passed the special resolution. The special resolution in the parliament it was passed and it was created. So for that purpose only what happened, this NABARD was created. So for the purpose of giving the boost to the agriculture, for the purpose of giving the boost to the rural development bank, this NABARD was created. See, it was created on the July of 1987. A special act was filed. Why? At the time of emergency, during the time of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, what happened? The emergency took place, and because of that, what happened? Many agriculture field and many rural areas were fully demolished and it was damaged. To overcome those things, this special act was passed so that the agriculture and the rural areas can be saved. For those, because our main sources of income come from the agriculture field. That's the reason it was created. What is the reason for creating this? To refine the various banking services to have the full utilization of agriculture and rural development. It was done to refine, it was done to refinance, it was done to have a better look to the development of agriculture and development of rural development. As I told you that India is a country that mainly depends upon the agriculture. That mainly depends upon the agriculture product and the rural development. The rural areas are the one who gives the boost to the economy. So that's the reason, for the purpose of creating a proper healthy competition and the purpose of having the proper development of the agriculture and rural development, the NABARD was set up. National Agriculture Board for Rural Development, it was created. Then, okay. With the help of various short-term loans, medium-term loans, long-term loans, this agriculture and rural development was created and it was very much developed. With the help of this NABARD, this Reserve Bank of India will give the various loans, give various rate of interest, various credit to the various parties. That may be the state cooperative bank. So, the Reserve Bank of India, for example, they are giving the 10 lakhs rupees. 10 lakhs rupees as a credit to the, for example, take UP, Uttar Pradesh. They are giving 10 lakhs rupees to the Uttar Pradesh for the purpose of having and utilizing the various needs in the agriculture and rural fields. Those need has to be fully filled, fully utilized. For that person, the Reserve Bank of India is giving money to the state cooperative bank. Then it also gives our short-term notice or short-term loans to the central cooperative bank and primary cooperative bank. These three tier of credit operative banks plays a vital role in the formation and in the development of agriculture and rural development. How? These three tier, primary, central and the state cooperative banks plays a vital role, and it was set up mainly for the purpose of focusing the proper utilization and proper aspect and the proper development of agriculture and rural things. For example, in any state of India is having any troubles in a formation or in a development of agriculture thing, they can approach the state cooperative bank. The state cooperating bank can approach the Reserve Bank of India, and this agriculture and banking development can be done in a proper way. In a simple way, this NABARD was set up for the mainly one purpose, to have the development of agriculture and rural, because India is a country that solely depends upon the agriculture field. So it was set up that so that agriculture of a country can be increased and the proper utilization of agriculture can be done, right? Let's see some of the functions. Some of the functions of NABARD: act as a refinancing of rural and agriculture. So this NABARD act as a refinancing. Already it is there, the finance. Then it is refinanced for the purpose of betterment, for the purpose of extra utilization and extra potential can be taken from the rural and agriculture field. Any field is there, we need to have the extra potential from that field. That's the reason the NABARD was created. Next one. Provide short-term, medium and long-term credit. And it was set up for the purpose of creating or providing short-term credit, long-term credit and medium credit. And this was done for the purpose of state government, to provide this credit to the state government as well as to the central government as per the individual. If any individual needed, that also can be done. Next, provides long-term loans to the state government, and it was also done to provide the long-term loan. The long-term loan for more than year of 20 years or 25 years, it was provided to the state government and especially to the central government. Next one, for the rural development, and the solo benefit or the solo objective can be done for this is agriculture and rural development. To have the proper rural development, what happened? This NABARD was created. And after that, small scale agriculture development. And apart from the rural development, apart from the agriculture development, the small industry, the OPC companies, the small companies, the partnership deeds, the partnership forms, all those business can be extra potential can be pulled out. So for the purpose of utilizing and for the purpose of getting the extra benefits from the various sources, for maybe the rural development, maybe the agriculture development, small scale industries, small scale operations, partnership deeds, partnership forms, or the OPC company, for the purpose of creating a separate environment for these small kind of things, and for the purpose of getting the extra potential and for the development of agriculture and rural development, what happened? This NABARD was created. Okay. After that, then there is a Reserve Bank of India and industrial finance. See, already this industrial finance were generated from the commercial bank of. All the commercial bank are the responsible for creating the loans or giving the credit to the big mercantile people or big mercantile companies. Now, why there was a need for having this separate financial corporation? Why there was a need for that? RBI gives the separate instruction and RBI has the separate thing for the industrial finance or industrial level, because the commercial bank was giving the quotem and the quotation, it was not fully fulfilled. It was not accepted by the all. So Reserve Bank of India took the matter in their own hand, and they decided that they will help these industries to give the long-term loan. They will help this industry to give the long-term basis credit and to give the credit for the lesser interest rate. This financial industries or financial institution was set up for the purpose of helping the separate kind of industries. Banking industry will be held by the banking sector. This industrial industry will be held by the industrial sector. Agriculture industry will be set up by the agriculture sector. So the different kind of sector were created to help the proper maintenance and the fairness in the business and to have the proper development of the respective sector. For those purpose only, the industrial finance of RBI was taken into place. That is segregated into two parts: all India level institution, state level institution. In the all India level of institution, you can see the three different ideologies. In the all India's level of institution, there is first one, Industrial Finance Corporation of India. This Industrial Finance Corporation of India was the first financial institution. Was the first financial institution It was established on July 1st of 1948. After the 1 year of independence, they started the one new financial institution. The main purpose of this financial institution was to help the industrial finance, to provide the long-term, medium-term, short-term loans or credit-based things to the various industrial sector, whether the cement industry is there or the any other part of industry is there, commerce industry is there. Every industry will be set up, helped by the various industrial finance corporation of India. So, the Industrial Financial Corporation of India was formed for the purpose of providing the proper industrial development. This was created. It was created on July 1st of 1948. Then there is a ICICI. ICICI. When it was created, the ICICI was created for the purpose of ICICI, the Industrial Credit Development Bank. It was created for the purpose of providing the various kind of loan, various kind of things, or various kind of short-term, long-term loans for the various promotion. It was done for the purpose of having the lease finance. It was done for the having the housing loans. It was created for the purpose of having the extra potential or extra utilization of industrial support. It was created. It was done. It was set up for the purpose of having the promotion of industries. So for the various purpose, this Industrial Credit Bank was set up. Then we have Industrial Development Bank. This Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, was solely established for the purpose of industrial development. Their main motto was to have the proper development of industries. Every industries in a part of country, whether from the Jammu Kashmir to the Kanyakumari to Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, every company, every industry that has any kind of suffering or they need any kind of financial assistance, this IDBI will come in a play and they will help. They will have the short-term loans, long-term loans, the credit, the depository system, and the promotion of the industries, for the fairness of industries, any fraudulent activities there, for the solution of that fraudulent activities, everything will be settled by the Industrial Development of India. And they will only see the industrial bank, they will only see the industrial related issues. So the all India level, we have three different type of institution, the financial institution was set up. First one is IFCI. The IFSCI was done for the providing the finance to the industrial sectors. ICICI, it was done to provide the credit and the various promotion to the various sectors. IDBI is done for the promotion of industrial sectors. Then we have state level institution. The state level institution in every state, the 29 state of India, in every state you can find this state level institution. Their the major purpose for doing that is to provide the financial assistance or the financial help to this to the respective state companies. State Financial Corporation, which means it was set up under the various states act, by the various state acts that it was formed, and it was done for the purpose of helping the various small businesses like OPC, like partnership. They were done and set up for the purpose of helping those industries that comes under their own state. For example, if we are talking about Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu State Financial Corporation is there. That will help all the issues. That will see all the issues that happening in the state of Tamil Nadu, and they will solve all the issues for them. Right? Last we have State Industrial Development Corporation, and next one is the State Industrial Development. So every company or every industry that needs any kind of development, whether any kind of financial assistance, then they can go and ask for the help. So all these things, all this financial institution, all this help is what is done for the purpose of having the proper financial assistance to various sectors and for the proper of economic growth. See, every economy depends upon the proper and fair money supply of a country. When there is a proper money supply in a country, that the economic system will be good. For that purpose only, the various sectors, the agriculture sector, rural sector, industrial sector, commerce sector, educational sector, HR sector, medicine sector, every sector has to go for the proper growth. Because every sector plays a vital role in the formation of proper and effective economic policy. That's the reason this various act of parliament is done for the purpose of having the growth in all the field, all the sector. With this, we'll stop here. In next class, we'll see the modernized or internet banking factors and the reason. Dear viewers, dear students, if you have not subscribed our official channel, please subscribe the official channel G.K.Jain Schools. If you have subscribed, press the bell icon for the nearest and the good videos in the various subjects. Thank you all.